Ah. Oh. Okay. Where are you thinking they fit? Yeah. Okay. Okay. A brain exercise. Got it. Alright, Hall of Nine. But yeah, so... And it would be very interesting if you did create a character that got Kip's interest. Because you know who Kip is, yeah? He's one of the 3 on the Andoran Council. Yeah, but I haven't had to... he is the balancing... He is the balance between Xena's, bloodthirstiness and Navard's, like, more purely, like, calculating personality. He hasn't gotten enough interaction where anybody's really seen, like, what he's about. If we're completely honest. But yeah, so there's not tons of single people in Moonsclaw, but there are single people in Moonsclaw. There is also, because... Good morning, Gritty. Good morning, Vietnam! The, one of the 4 sisters that Connor... Well, 5 sisters. Nobody's really seen the 5th one yet, but, one of the sisters is also... I don't remember her name. But she's, well, she doesn't live in the house, but she is part of Moonsclaw. Too. So, if you wanna in that way, Paw Patrol! Yeah. Muffins. Right. Looking... Yeah. I got my loot. I want to eat. Yeah. Right. Which could have just been the migraine. But yeah, so yeah, technically, at this very moment, Lucian is also single, but there's a character arc there that probably be making that not really the case, but maybe that's all RP there too. Mm-hmm. Oh, you currently have slightly more than me. However, I have a whole lot of NPCs that I've thrown out into the world that do not yet have character sheets. Yeah, no, I have made a whole lot that have a face, they have a name, they have like the beginning basics of a framework for a personality, but no sheet until I, you know, need one. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I kept only 3 from... yeah, that was one of those decisions were made, kind of, I don't think anybody had any intention for that particular, yeah, that also didn't work for Fever. Um, she did a little, just not as much as Fever got to. Because Fever was still very, like, Rhea got hard sidetracked by the relationship. Um, Fever got, like, slightly distracted. Right. Right, right. And she went, like, hard left from, like, studying spells to, ooh, hot, tight, tiefling woman. No, no, no. And, oh my gosh, the story arc of Ollie, like, I still want to, like, write that out, because that boy... the number, like, I did not make him to be a hoe, but he... Right? Like... I... Right. Right. Well, and that was the thing. Like, Zess was not meant to be in a relationship. At least not from the moment, like, from, like, 4 hours into stepping onto Andorra. Like, that... Right, like... But, like, from her, like, traumatic backstory, like, an anxious attachment style, which is currently what, like, they're working out their way out of, like, completely made sense. Like, he was not just her food, but, like, the first person that, like, treated her like a person? Yeah, like, yeah, like, it wasn't either of their plans, but that's what happened. And, like, honestly, like, I kept expecting Derek to go off in another direction. Like, me. Like, Zess also probably did. Like, right? Like, yeah, angry. Oh yeah, and that was a very like Connor wanted to make a very stoic um like it she was more like she had a reason for being the way she was, and like it was going to be fun to try and, you know, get her to not be the way she is. But it just like she I was like, yeah, if 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 he had stuck with her as his PC, he would already be on the next one. Like, because that personality type for Connor to play is just not sustainable. Yeah, it's just like at this point, like it's yeah. There. Yeah, well, and at this point, it makes zero sense to change that about the character. Well, it's already been a conversation of like, yeah, 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 yeah. Um, but yeah, no, there, yeah, I need a Shurima. Yeah, yeah. Well, I think you know, yeah. Um, but yeah, stuff like that we've got to like hit sooner if we're seeing it, because like at this point it would break character for you know, for that to start happening. Um, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, because that's you know, mostly your first interaction, because you didn't have a whole lot of interaction with him at, from Final Fantasy. So uh, that, that, uh, we know this about you. We still like you, Duck. Are you are you okay, Duck? Oh, fun. Um, eh, I can't believe that I'm still unbeaten at 3-4, but I will take it. Um, I'm not. Okay. Mm-hmm. but those can make good NPCs to, like, be a variety. Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, Duck, that's why I have a whole bunch of tuppers with no character sheets, because I have just been generating photos. I see a photo, they get a name, and then they get a personality off of those two things. Oh no, I've got quite a ways to go yet on that, I think, because I think it's like 500. Like, it's a ridiculous number. One moment. Ooh, I get another Shurima. Okay, well, Samira is now from Shurima as well. So that means my next person going in also needs to be Shurima. Alright, easy. Let's see. Oh, stop. Why are we being an asshole phone? Okay, let's go. Chopper. But like, I'm so confident in things being okay with my number of tuppers, that, LJ has 4 tuppers. The biggest thing I don't like is that you can't have it display the same name, because that would be so much more cool. So that's why there's LJ Healer, and then his 2, like, go out and have fun forms actually have, so LJ stands for Luther Jesse, Jessi. So his male party time form, he goes by Luther. His female party time form, he goes by Jessi. So, yeah, basically I have 1 tupper for Luther and 1 tupper for Jessi, and then LJ and LJ Healer, because I couldn't, like, still goes by LJ. Yeah, I need to... But yeah, the only other way I could think to do it was to, in the info section, put different picture links, and then go in and pick which one. Which also not terrible. Yeah. It's less, like, mobile friendly. But for, like, an NPC that you're not throwing out, you know, all the time in all the different forms. Whatever one feels good. I'm not the most helpful there, because I'm just like, I can slip into so many different characters' brains without, like, a lot of effort that, Like, it's hard for me to understand. Yeah. It's just how different brains work. I get that. I just, like, for actual understanding, like, I can sympathize and be like, you fine, Duck. But, yeah. Ooh, I think I want to put him in. I'm gonna still keep collecting Cassiopeias, because I could do... Actually, there's no point in putting Cassiopeia in anymore. Uh-huh. Yeah. And two of those are my most played classes now. Especially if we count NPCs. Because Bard is very quickly becoming my favorite healer class. They're not... I was just gonna say, they're not great at, like, below, like... Is it 10th where they get to start stealing spells? I think. They're not great low-level healers, but they scale up so well. For, like, even E rank, they're not too bad, but, like, D rank and above, they are, like, very quickly have solidified themselves as my favorite. Like, I actually have to force myself to make, like, a druid, or make, like, a divine soul sorcerer. I can't, I've just decided that, like, while I really like the, Spirit Guardians spell from clerics, I just, like, the healer in armor, like, cleric just doesn't, like cleric and paladin, my brain doesn't like. Well, that, yeah. Well, I haven't had one have it as an option yet. But that's why I'm liking Bard, because they can steal that at like 10th level they can, you know, steal that, and they just become like so much better. Yeah. I actually think I have one of my healers somewhere has the star, because that is like probably like third favorite. I just, it starts to just feel because for Druid, that is the only one that's a really good healer. Okay. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Um, eh. Um, yeah. 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 Um, but yeah. But yeah, and that's the like bard. You can make just about any bard, and you can turn them into at least a partial healer. Okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. But yes, it is 500 peppers is the free. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, and then you just have to get premium to have up to 5,000. Um, it's time to maybe consider, deleting some. Uh, yeah, no, I have everybody except for my people who did not survive the battle. Right. Uh, right. Right. I was so I was prepared to lose someone. I was not prepared for the lasting effects of a couple of those at all. Um because like Frella was obviously a very like immediate effect. Okay. You may want to talk to Connor because I think that might be a location of one of the dungeons. Yeah. Yeah. Considering I'm pretty sure that's one of the generals, no. Because he was saying that the Lich he said that people have seen the 2 generals he's made so far. Right. But like if you're like creating something that you want to like dangle out there for people to possibly want to go to, which is yeah. I feel like she's being delusional. But yeah. And if you want her to have a delusional character arc, that's fine. I mean, she's making booze. She's making booze. Yeah. Yeah, they can now have a little bit more varied lives. Because the trainer thing is still there. It's just it's kind of in the background at the moment because we don't have the only E rank we have is not really going to seek out trainers because he never did. Side-eyeing duck. Well, yes. Because I couldn't think of any other way, Duck. But actually, no. Rock asked. And Reese was like, okay, here's your... Yeah. Gosh darn Cassante. I hate it. Yeah. Extremely. Especially when he has a blue buff on. Yeah. Not a fan. But I'm top 3, so I'm not gonna, yeah. Okay. Should I find... Okay, so Azir 2. Let's... Okay. If I survive this, then... Oh, they both have... Wait. No, they don't. Do they? No. No, one... Yeah... No... No, it is extremely rare for me to get first place. 4. Uh, but no, first place does not have a Cassante. They have ridiculousness. It. Yeah. Um. But yeah, so honestly, I am going out this time around. So the real question is whether or not. Yeah. Well, yeah. 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 I mean, but to be completely honest, like for me, who doesn't use the sorcery points very much anyway, when I am playing a sorcerer, it probably wouldn't feel as bad. And I mean, they at least get those back, you know. Um. Well, no, but they can trade spell slots. So depending on what they're doing,